Magnets. How do they work? Only the insane clown posse and I want to get to the bottom of this. Hi, everybody. We're not going to talk about that. We will talk about magnets a little bit because you know I love razors that have magnets in them. This is my Sinatra linen, now discontinued, American-made razor with a magnet on the bottom. So if you drop a wet blade into the bottom of your sink, you don't have to try to pry it. You just use that and it pulls it right up. So a while back, I think it was last year, or I don't remember exactly, I was contacted by a razor manufacturer out of Montana called Proof Razors. And they sent me this. Do you remember this? Now, I keep this in the Ziploc bag because this is how I recommended traveling with it. Because this is the razor they sent me before. This is the little stand that comes with it. Let me put this down. So this is a razor with integral magnets as part of the whole point of this razor. So here's the little base that comes with it. It's magnetized, so you can put this, on the wall. You can wipe that sticky stuff off, make it sticky again. And then it's a single-edged razor. So you take a plain old blade, plain old one of these, snap it in two, and put it in here. You take the head off, put the half in there, put the head back. So the only problem I ever had with this razor was worrying that I would lose this bit, which is why I said if you travel with it, put it in your DOP kit or in a little bag like this, something so that if it does get knocked loose, I actually did that in my DOP kit in the video where I recommended this, the Proof razor. Honeycomb, see, it's aluminum, very lightweight. I put it in my DOP kit and I shook it around a bunch, and the top did come dislodged because the magnets, there's two magnets, see right there? Well, that's kind of the backstory for this razor. It's kind of like a cartridge razor. So it pivots, so it's like a perfect blend for people that are a little scared to start using, a double-edged safety razor. They still like the feel and the kind of some of the use of a cartridge razor, but they don't want to pay the price. This is a good idea, folks. So get to these eventually, but get this right now. So I was contacted by the fine folks, Andy over at Proof. Thank you again, Andy, for calling me. He said, hey, we redesigned that razor. We improved it. Would you like to try out the new one? I said, heck yeah. So they sent it to me, and here it is in this lovely black box. Look at that. Looks like lacquered piano black. And inside there is a razor, the new Proof razor. Let's open it up. It's also full of Excelsior. That's what that packing stuff is. And look, it comes with, here's the little stand. Look at that. The stand is integral to the box. You just take it off of there, I think. I'll do that in a minute. I haven't tried to take it off yet. And then here's the razor in a little bag. So it says Proof razor. So there, hey, this comes with this built in. There you go. See, already improved. So, Andy, good job, buddy. Actually, I think they sent me the Papa Sinatra one too. Yeah, this one says High Proof, High Proof razor. And they sent me my dad one that said Papa Sinatra, I believe. Isn't that right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so it comes with this. Comes with the box, comes with 5 blades. Now, they are not labeled. They just say made in the USA. They're inside here. And then here's the little card. So if you want to do that URL thing or whatever, QR code. So that's it. The rest is just Excelsior. Let me pry this. There we go. It's just some sticky tape or the same sticky material on the back. This is the new improved stand. So let's look what the stands look like. I'll get to the shaving in a minute, folks. I got some business to take care of. You know what it looks like when I shave. This is new information. All right, so here's the old stand, which is magnetized. Here's the new one. So it's a little bit different shape, just about the same size. But this one hooks into the new razor, not with a magnet. This has a magnet. This one actually slots in, so it's a little bit more secure. So let me show you that. I'll show you the razor, first of all. Let's take it out of here. Proof razor. Here it is in all of its new fangled glory. So as I said, it has stronger magnets in it. It's got a longer blade. It's no longer fully honeycombed. It's just up here. Let's put these together. So here is the size difference in the old and the new. Now the head is like, its front profile is the same, but the handle is, I love the feel of this handle. I like it better than this one. I never quite liked that honeycomb. So this has got a good solid feel to the bottom, but also super lightweight. These both are super lightweight aluminum. This has slight more heft, so I kind of like that. Got the same pivoting designs. It's a little more robust looking. It's got ridges on there, which This one doesn't. See that? And if you look to the side, the head is a little bit more robust on the new one. It's got a spring in the back, which this one doesn't. And like I said, this has 2 magnets. Well, this one has not only the 2 in the little cap. Oops. Of course I did that. But there's 2 in the thing itself. So they really snap together. So I really like that. So I guarantee, not a guarantee, by the way. I can almost guarantee that if you put that in your DOP kit, it's going to get knocked around. It's not going to have the same problem this did, where the 2 little magnets weren't quite enough to hold it on. I almost guarantee you it ain't going to fall off on that one. Otherwise, it all works the same. It's got the pivoting heads, aluminum design. This is a little bit bigger. This one's silver, obviously. And let's shave with it. That's enough talking, my goodness. Oh, let me show you how the stand works. So if you look from the side, it's got like a little, see the little slot there? And that's where this comes in, because it actually slots into it like that. And then there ain't no taking it off. So I kind of like that. I like that better than just like the little magnet that was holding the other one on. While I like magnets, I do know their limitations. All right. So in order to load this razor, you really do have to pry this off. That is good. Fantastic. Now, from the very beginning when they wanted me to check this out, I never liked the idea of having to separate it, because I just know it would fall down the sink or, just get lost somehow if you're not careful. And, we try to be careful. But anyway, I think you just got to be careful. It's just one of those things in life. You can't be cavalier, throwing it around. Just pay a little attention, okay? Be an adult. Are you an adult? If you are, be an adult. If you're not, still be an adult. All right, so let's get one of the blades out of here. It's just like I said, they are not branded. I'm not sure where they came from exactly, but they do say made in the USA. Now, I'm not gonna open it yet, because here's how you snap it in 2. So here's what I do. I usually fold it towards the inside where, the little paper instead of the other side, because I think it folds a little bit easier. You just fold like you're like rolling papers in a cigarette. Just don't do the thing. You might cut your tongue. So there you go. It's now in 2 little pieces. So just take the one piece out. Be careful, of course. There you go. There it is. Put the other one back in this little protective paper. And then you take the half of the blade, any blade you want. Put it right on there. It's easy. Ooh, it goes on super easy. Way easier than the other one. Okay, good. Yes, Andy, the improvements you've made to this thing are super big improvements. Very good. And the fact that you get that little case, if it's at all possible, put an extra one of these in there too. I don't want to make it too much. So the price, $120. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. You got to be an adult to have one of these. No, but you know what I mean? I sometimes review razors that are higher priced. This is one of them. Handmade in the US in a small shop in Montana. It's a small operation. And I think that's cool. I think that small operations, guys that is like, I just want to make something good, and they're making it and they're putting it out there. More power to you, Andy, and everybody that works there at High Proof Razors or Proof Razors. This is the High Proof. All right, let's shave. Gosh, I've talked too much. I apologize. I hope you fast forward to this point. So I took a shower. I did my hair. And we're going to lather up with some margaritas in the Arctic. Whenever I do these razor ones, it's not about the brush or the blade, although in this case it is a little bit about the blade, because I'm going to use the one they gave just to see how it is. I will, if I shave with this razor more, will put my feather blades in it. But let's lather up. Yeah, so you get a slightly longer one today. It was kind of heavy on the intro. I apologize. I don't like those ones that go on too long, Sometimes you got a lot of stuff you got to get out. And this is one of those times. Normally I don't. All right. Put some water on my face. Let's lather up. Oh, margaritas in the Arctic, Sterling Soap Company. They're out of Arkansas, another small business doing well in the United States. Small businesses, we need to support them as much as we can, whatever country you're in. Since I'm over here, I'll support these guys. All right. I always like to do that. Oops. Left the water running. Please don't send any emails. Dear Sinatra Lone. All right. So here we go. We got the single-edged You can kind of see the blade shining in there. This is a beautiful razor. This would be a fantastic choice for people that just don't want to make that jump from a cartridge razor to a safety razor for whatever reason. Whatever reason. You just don't like the look of it. You think it might be uncomfortable. You just don't want to. There you go. All right, let's try it. Let's see if it's mild. If I have to press harder like you would with a... I'm not going to press harder because it is still a safety razor blade in there and it's pretty sharp. Right now, that is cutting through so smoothly that I'm not feeling anything. I didn't shave yesterday because I went on this whole field trip with 150 middle school kids. I was one of the chaperones. I don't want to talk about it. No, they were great. They were great. I'll talk about it in a minute. So I didn't shave yesterday, and this is cutting through effortlessly and with the blade that they supplied. It's already smooth, man. Goodness gracious. I need to, this is the initial use. I haven't used this razor yet. I had it in my closet. I've been sitting on it. I actually forgot about it. I was like, oh gosh, I got to do the high proof razor. High proof, kind of like whiskey, you know. Montana. I need to get out to Montana. Big sky country, cowboy country out there. I need to check it out. All right, so here's the other thing now that I'm shaving with it again. It is a little harder to get right up under my nostril like I can with a safety razor. This one, like I said, the head is still about the exact same size. So it's been a while since I used that one. Let's see how it is doing the mustache area. See if I can finagle it just the way I need to get all the little whiskers I want. Okay, so let's try that. Yeah, it's still a few whiskers under here that it didn't get, so I'm gonna have to do the sideways thing, which is fine. I do that with the safety razor, but that's one of the only drawbacks I would say to a head shape like this, is that you, at least for me, for my use, my personal use case, I like to be able to get right underneath there because those bug me whenever I touch my face and there's little things there. All right. It feels just right. It neither feels too mild or too aggressive. And if you are, this is such a familiar feel for a cartridge razor user that you probably won't even realize, that you've switched over, except you'll notice in your pocketbook. So you got a pocketbook? You'll notice in your bank account, in your Venmo account. How come Venmo isn't called pocketbook? That sounds good. Anyway, you will notice a difference there because safety razor blades are incredibly cheap compared to cartridge blades. That's one of the main reasons I got into using safety razors. Ooh, it's getting dark, folks. There's a cold front coming through, by the way. So if you notice it get dark, and if it starts to rain, I'm going to have to run out and close the windows on my car because right now it's hot and humid. And the dog and I were taking a ride. And I haven't closed the windows because I thought, it won't rain while I'm filming. So if you see me dash out of here with my towel flapping in the breeze, you won't see that part. But if you see me dash out of here, that's why. I'm hearing raindrops, not yet, but if I hear raindrops on the ceiling up there. All right, so there's the first pass. First of all, I'm getting just that beautiful tingle from the margaritas in the Arctic. Glacial chill. Good stuff. Put that away. All right, first pass, very, very smooth. Now, I can still, when you go against the grain, you still got some left. Not as much on this side as I would think. Doing well, high proof razor. All right, let's go for a second pass against the grain. The sticky back on this is pretty good. I put it down on the counter and I just had to get it off of there. But if it gets dirty and it gets less sticky, just clean it off and let it dry, stick it back up. Like those wacky wall crawlers. Remember when those came out in the 80s? Shaped like an octopus, and you throw them and they walk down, but sometimes they wouldn't, and then they get dirty and they got hair and dust all over them, disgusting. And they just didn't work anymore, and you washed them off, but it was never quite the same. It's never quite the same. All right, second pass. It's a good looking razor. I do like, I don't know how much difference the little ridges on the head, if they make a big difference or not. It feels very comfortable though. Now, speaking of Papa Sinatra, I don't know if he's ever used the one they sent him. He's never told me. They sent him one that said Papa Sinatra on it. Anyway, Papa Sinatra, please leave a comment down below so everyone knows if you have used it or not. And if you haven't, they can publicly shame you right here. All right, let's see. What else do I have to talk about this? So yeah, $120, which ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. Believe me, I know. I can't go around throwing $120 on razors, but if they want me to try it out, I will definitely try it out, and I will tell you about it as kind of an everyman. Because I know what it's like to, not be able to splurge on certain things, and this would be something that would be worthwhile to splurge on, because you can actually get some decent use out of it. So they have free shipping anywhere. I think in the continental United States. Don't quote me on international shipping, if they even do international shipping. But continental United States, free shipping. $120 comes with the little bag, comes with the blades, comes with the razor, comes with the stand. And I just read this right before. You can get a full refund on this thing at any time, as long as you own it and as long as they're in business. If you say 5 years from now, you're like, nah, I ended up not using that thing, their website says you can get a full refund. So doesn't matter. For the life of the razor. Now, I didn't delve into it, but I wonder if there is a little portion of their website, or if there's not, maybe there should be, where you can buy a replacement head cap if for some reason you do lose that thing. And I did check to see if this one fit on this one, and it does, but not great. So you're not going to be doing any interchanging, nor would there be any reason to. All right, so there's the second pass. I didn't even realize I'd done it. Yeah, getting great. Super smooth up here. Crazy smooth. Got the problem areas, as I always do. This is really smooth going down. Going up, there's a little bit. Nothing more than my safety razors leave. I'm digging it, man. I am digging it, Andy. So you and all the hardworking folks over there at Proof Razors. They got a new logo too. I forgot to check that out. They got a new cool logo. I like that. I used to be a graphic designer for years, so I appreciate those sort of things. All right. So third pass, then we'll call it a day. Keep an eye out for that cold rain coming in. It has been warm and humid. Oh yes, so I was a chaperone on a field trip to New Braunfels yesterday. We went to Wurstfest, which is I believe it's a 10-day salute to sausage. It's kind of like Oktoberfest, but it's in November. All right, here we go. Third pass, diagonally against the grain, and then the problem areas. And then we'll have some final thoughts and be done. So check out, what is it? Highproofrazor.com. Highproofrazor.com. All right. So, chaperone, 150 middle school kids. First, we went to the oldest bakery in Texas, Naegele's. Opened in 1868, still operating, still making good pastries and kolaches and cookies and everything else, donuts. If you're ever in New Braunfels, stop by Naegele's. And if you do, there is a little Fickle pickle store in a small little, sort of like a little cabin next to Naegele's. And my great-great-great-grandfather built that little building, and it is still standing. He came over with some of his family in 1845, helped found New Braunfels. I've told you guys this stuff before. And not only is his house still standing, my ancestor, my direct blood relation ancestor, but one of the other family members, Joseph Klein, his house is still standing. So those German, man, they knew how to build. And my great-great-great-grandfather, Stephen Klein, was a carpenter, and he was the first county commissioner, I think. I just learned all this stuff yesterday because there was a QR code on the house. But right now they sell Fickle pickles, so kind of spicy, sweet pickles, that sort of stuff. Got a couple little nicks down here, so be aware. Just like with any razor, you can and will get nicked. It's no big deal. All right, I'm gonna wash off, get the final bits of problem areas, and here's the nice thing about a razor like this. You don't have to worry about the blade angle. You know, they always tell you about, oh, make sure you do this and not this, and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about it with this kind of a razor. You get the benefits of a safety razor without the hassle sometimes that people don't like about safety razors. So if you're in the market for a safety razor but you just don't want to do it, if you want to hold on to that cartridge razor for a while, give this a shot, I'd say. They sent it to me to try out. I honestly like it. I actually honestly like it a lot better than the first one. This one I thought was a good try, but this one is getting better and better, and I really like this one. This has been a fantastic shave. I mean, I'm talking super good. So the only drawbacks were getting under here, and I'm still needing to get right up in there. So, I hear it sprinkling. I better shut this down, folks. So anyway, that's it. I really like it. I recommend it. If you're in the market and you can afford $120, get yourself a proof razor. Go over to highproofrazor.com. I'll put a link down below. And their main thing is there's no subscriptions. You know, all those subscriptions, Harry's and Dollar Shave Club. It sounds like you're getting a great deal and they're sending you all these razors, but in the end, what's the quality like? How's that shave really? Oh, I paid $1. Pay $120? Yeah, sure. It'll hurt to begin with, but then you got it. And then you're just buying razor blades for super cheap. What a great razor. Thank you to everybody over at Proof Razors, highproofrazors.com. This is the one to get. And I love the little slot stand. I guess you can go either way. You can do forward or backward. I can do it forward, just so you don't accidentally cut yourself. There you go. Thanks again to everybody. Andy, I appreciate it. Everybody, I hope you have a good weekend. Wish me luck in getting out there, getting dressed quickly, and closing my windows before the car gets too messed up. I'll dry off and put on this stuff later. You know what I do. I already talked too long. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all very soon. We need to talk about that new Beatles song. Huh? Go listen to the new Beatles song if you haven't yet. What? There's a new Beatles song out? Yes, there is. See ya.